All right, more. So we still have this government shutdown going on. The USDA under Trump has come out and said that it will not tap emergency funds for food stamps, leaving 40 million set to lose aid this week that I'm talking to you now, this week. So 40 million families are going to be hit really fucking hard on the brink of starvation. We'll probably need to go to food banks and desperately try to get by. More on food banks in a minute because I have an important point on that one. But this is the USDA under Trump saying we're not going to view this as the emergency that it is, and we're not going to pay out on the food stamps. Okay, ready for this? So as Micah points out here, the White House now claims it's illegally barred from using emergency funds to keep SNAP running. SNAP is the food stamp program. Journalists discovered that this directly contradicts the USDA's publicly released shutdown plan, which is below here. The White House wants to end SNAP and is lying to protect themselves. So in layman's terms, the White House is going, oh, well, it's illegal for us to pay out on the food stamps. Meanwhile, the opposite is true. Even during a government shutdown, it's perfectly legal to pay out on the food stamps because, you know, having your countrymen not starve is viewed as a vital necessity in what's supposed to be a civilized country. But Trump doesn't like the program. Republicans don't like the program. So they're saying, fuck off. We're not paying. So now you have, by the way, about 40% of the people on SNAP, on food stamps, it's children. They're telling American kids to starve. That's what they're doing. Thousands of furloughed federal workers lined up in Maryland today to get food. Remember the last time we saw something like this? Trump was president then too, and it was a global pandemic. Here, let me play this video. Look how long this line is. Look at this. Look at this. These are all people who have jobs. But now we're what? Over 1 million people furloughed because of the government shutdown? Because Trump and Republicans are demanding that the Obamacare subsidies get cut, meaning that healthcare premiums are going to double or triple or quadruple in some instances? I love this reaction here from this right-wing asshole. So, leading report says, breaking, USDA will not tap emergency funds for food stamps. 40 million set to lose aid next week per Axios. This jackass, Mark Lobliner, says, why the hell are we giving food stamps to 40 million people? Does anyone work anymore? The reason we're giving food stamps to 40 million people is because 40 million people live in poverty. And the answer to your question could have been fucking Googled when you asked, does anybody work anymore? Yes, dipshit. The majority of the people in the food stamp program, the SNAP program, work. 62% of them, in fact, work. But we live in a dumbass, hyper-capitalist, exploitative country that says even if you work a full-time job, we're not going to give you enough money to survive, and you're on your fucking own.